What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Gridiron Argument. Yeah, I know we talk a lot of football, all right? We do. It's kind of our thing on this channel. Talk football mostly, but today we're kind of switching it up a little bit because the Phillies are back, baseball is back, and it's the season opener for our Philadelphia Phillies. So, in Philadelphia, I'm sure it is everywhere else, opening day is a little bit different. It's not just for this sport, but honestly, all the sports. This one's treated like a holiday specifically. So opening day is different. It's not really just a game; it's more of a feeling in Philadelphia. New season, fresh hopes, and we're expecting greatness from our Philadelphia Phillies. And we kind of treat it like a holiday. We don't get off of school or work or any of that, but treat it like a holiday. Um, You really can feel it all day. It's like a buzz that you feel inside your body, kind of something like a new emotion. So yeah, we're gonna dive into this. So let's talk about the game itself. Whether it ended in a win or a loss, opening day is always more about what you see than just the final score of a game. And that's kind of through the entire series of the opening. You just kind of want to see how your team looks, considering it's the first game. Just for like all you football fans, for me, an example, when the Eagles have their first opening game, it's not about are we going to the Super Bowl with a single score, but more about are we going to the Super Bowl with this specific team and this coaching. So that's kind of how we look at the opening for the Phillies and hockey and you know baseball, basketball. That's what I meant to say. It's all really the same, different sports, but same feeling. You get my drift, I'm sure. Um, the offense, it did look in shape, and it really did have like a sharp feeling to it early in the game. Um, were they aggressive at the plate? I would say honestly, in the first few innings, it was very clear to see how well the Phillies were going to dominate this game. I mean, considering the fact we started with 2 points, and I mean, running for two right away is pretty significant to a game's win. And that's just how you know that your team's going to do all right this season. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm looking at a World Series here. Reason I say that is this team is great and it looks great, but it looks a lot like the team we had last year, which is kind of concerning considering the fact that not much has changed. So our pitching, did our starter, did he really set the tone today? Personally, in my opinion, I think he did a great job, meaning Sanchez, for just about the entire game until we switch him out. And it was obvious that we were having slight problems, but you can't blame that on someone who doesn't play as much. Because when it when their team goes up by 3 points, it's a little bit concerning, but you shouldn't be too concerned because the final score was 3-5 Phillies. So let's not worry about that and worry more about our starters and how they're looking. And to me personally, I think they look great. They really do. Ranger Suarez, I'm praying that he has a great season, but the Phillies, as we have them now, look great. Um, I don't think that there was any rhythm that was struggled to be found this entire game, and I don't think it will be there the rest of the season based off of how we played. I think Schwarber looked slightly annoyed going through, and that was a little concerning, but I know that he'll pull through because of the love he has for Philly. The defense, I say we keep it very tight and clean, okay? Were we showing any kind of cracks? I don't think so. Personally, I think there's obviously some things you can work on, but you got to get them used to the game again. Got to get them moving because we've just been stuck in preseason. We're now finally getting into the actual game, so let's hope to see what we're doing. We also have to take for granted the fact that we're going against the Texas Rangers and not the Dodgers right now. So let's look into that part too. For our star power, this team runs through. It really does. It runs through its stars like it's insane. Bryce Harper is the heartbeat of the team, which makes sense for the heart. Harper. That wasn't funny. Trey Turner, he has a lot of speed, consistency, and pressure on the defense. I gotta say, last year I did not like him at all, but I'm recently starting to like him slightly more to show his skill and all this that comes with it. I gotta say, Sanchez, moving on from Turner, Sanchez has really been showing like a master work of his pitching skill, and I think that's very important to move on, just because of how we lost Suarez and looking to have as our star pitchers until Wheeler gets back would be Nola and Sanchez right now. So I'm hoping to see this progress to continue, and hoping to see Lazardo step up a little bit too. Wheeler, he is still our ace, and I'm hoping that you know he gets healthier and ready to play sooner than later. But I don't want him to rush anything. You know. So all right. So it's opening day. It's not really about perfection. It's about the tone that we set for the rest of the season. Did the Phillies look locked in? Yes. Did they play with energy? Yeah, I think so for basically the entire game. I mean, obviously at the end you're going to get tired. You're going to keep moving though. You got to show what you're made of. This is also the first game of the year, so let's give them a break. Um, did they look like a team that can make a deep run? I always think this team looks like they can make a deep run. And personally, last year I think they could have made the World Series with ease if there wasn't certain parts that affected that. But do I think they would have won? Probably not because of the way that all their mindsets were, other than Schwarber. But that's all right. Um, because of that, the expectations now. This isn't really a rebuilding team. This is a team that's trying to like win it all, and I respect that because we need a team that can stay together and move forward and make sure that they can get the job done. So I do really like that, and I'm happy with that. So basically, to close this out, baseball is back. The long season has officially started, and we've got 161 more. 161 more of these to go, and yeah, you know. So whether today is about confidence or a little concern, one thing for sure, Phillies baseball is here, and it's gonna be a ride. So can't wait to see you around with more baseball, and hopefully we can make this year. See you then. Gridiron argument.